Hi, welcome to day 15 of my 21 tips for law firms. You may have noticed there was no video over the weekend. Fortunately for me, it was family time and my wife's a nurse, so that kind of comes first. So today is going to be a 3-for-1 for you. We're going to talk about website lead generation, SEO in a remote world, because a lot of law firms are now going remote and how it will affect your SEO. And then thirdly, your website performance. So the first one, website lead generation. How can you add more value on your website for your prospective clients? You may have written an article or something that your clients are finding very useful. Turn this into some form of a tips booklet or a guide for your clients to download. Put a little contact form in front of the download so you can get a little bit of information first. The client downloads this really good information from you. You then follow it up with a very simple call or email to say, hi, just want to check you received the information. Was there anything else we could help you with? Just that tiny little change will help improve people converting on your website because you're showing value and you're giving the client something that they want. You're also then able to follow it up. You'll comply with the elements of GDPR because they've already shown interest and you've ascertained their information. The other element around your website is the performance part of your website. When was the last time you looked at your website and checked everything was working? Making sure all the telephone numbers have clicked call to actions on them. Ensuring all the profiles within your website have little LinkedIn icons on them because that helps improve confidence to people who look at the profiles and engaging with your team members. We have a wonderful tool, a website tool that benchmarks your website against other competitors, including your social media presence. So just take a look at your website. If you haven't done it for a while, make sure everything's working, make sure everything's clicking, and best of all, make sure you don't have any 404 error pages. We all hate that time when we click on something, we go through to a page, and it's an error page. Not great. And then thirdly, SEO in a remote office. If your law firm is downsizing and you're no longer going to have a physical office presence, but you're running an SEO campaign, we recommend you look into your SEO campaign initially, because if you suddenly go fully remote, this will have an effect on your SEO presence. Why? Because Google loves physical presence when it comes to your SEO essentially. So before you start locking up the doors and disappearing and going fully remote, just take a look at that, your SEO presence, and we'll happily give you guidance for it. My colleague Chris Mundy wrote a fantastic article last week on the Conscious website surrounding this area for you. Really easy. There's a link above for you to click on, and I'll put it in the comments as well. Also surrounding SEO, if you do happen to go fully remote, but you want some form of digital presence within Google, one great way around this is going to be looking at PPC. So my 3 gifts for you today are going to be, one is the website performance report, which we can do comparing against your competitors, tips booklet surrounding SEO, and thirdly, if you're running or thinking of doing a PPC campaign, the first 5 people who engage with this or message me will perform a PPC audit across 3 of your service areas for you. So if you're looking at PPC, pay per click, sponsored ads with Google, just message me direct and we'll happily do a quick audit for you to let you know what type of traffic's out there and the typical cost per click that you would expect to pay. But that's for the first 5 people. Thank you very much. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Facebook and Instagram, because more and more law firms are engaging on those particular areas. Thank you. Bye-bye.